Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So student, in the previous class in this chapter, that is tissue, we were talking about the permanent tissues. We have already seen students that are what are parenchyma tissue, what are the structure of the parenchyma tissue, as well as what are the function of the parenchyma tissue. Then we have started to understand the collenchyma tissue, and we have seen in the collenchyma tissue that there is no intercellular space is there because of the deposition of pectin and cellulose on the wall and making the wall thin and thick. If it is thin, it is living. If it is not, then it is dead cell. We have also seen that the deposition of pectin is responsible for the thickness. And also students, there are some of the collenchyma which consisting of a chlorophyll and responsible for performing the process of the photosynthesis. On the basis of that, if we discuss about the function, so let me write here the function of the collenchyma. So functions are function of collenchyma. Function of collenchyma, that will be first one, it provides mechanical flexibility to the plant. Provides mechanical flexibility and support or strength to the plant, it provides mechanical flexibility and strength to that of the plant. Other one, second one, since it's consisting of a chlorophyll in it, they are also responsible for the process of the photosynthesis to be carried out. So flexibility and so we can say that chlorophyll containing collenchyma provides collenchyma provides, or we can say it provides photosynthesis, or simply we can say they are photosynthetic. They are photosynthetic. Okay, so the collenchyma here, the chlorophyll which consisting of the collenchyma, they are generally photosynthetic students. So this is what these are some of the function of the collenchyma. Now let us see what is the sclerenchyma, the last part of a simple permanent tissue. Last part of the simple permanent tissue, and that is sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is what student, this is the type of a tissue in which the cells are actually dead, and there is no intercellular spaces are also present in case of sclerenchyma because of the deposition of the lignin. Even the cell wall are also thick, and the lignin deposition makes the cell as a dead cell. It means there is no nucleus, there is no cytoplasm present in it. Okay, so we can say that they are hard. The first one, these are hard, rigid and dead tissues. Hard, rigid and dead tissue. Okay, these are hard, rigid and dead tissues. Then the second one, that the cell wall is very thick. The cell wall is very thick. Cell wall is very thick due to the deposition of lignin. Due to the deposition of lignin. Due to the deposition of lignin, you will find that the cell wall is what? It is quite thick, and thus there is no intercellular spaces. What is their role? These are specialized to provide the mechanical support. So, these are specialized. These are specialized for providing mechanical support. There to provide mechanical support to the plant. Okay. So this is another characteristic. Okay, so we can say here that they are a cement like a hard material, student. They are really very rigid, and the rigidity is because of the lignin only, and since it is rigid, they are dead cells, and that is why they are the dead tissues. That is why they help in providing the mechanical support. So we can say that these are some specialized kind of a tissue which help in providing strength to the plant. Now, the sclerenchyma is also divided into two types. The first one is the fiber and sclerets. So, let us see what are fibers and what are sclerets. Fibers. Fibers, the name itself says it is an elongated with the pointed ends. Okay, so these are what? These are the sclerenchymatous tissue, but they are having different shape and they are found at different locations. So these are elongated with pointed ends. These are elongated with pointed ends, and they are mainly, or these are abundantly found in plants, particularly in the vascular tissues, in the stems and veins of the leaves. These are found in many plants, more particularly in vascular plants or vascular tissues, stems, vein of leaves, etc. Now these fibers are also classified into two types. The first one is the xylem fiber, which is also called as a wood fiber, and the second one is the phloem fiber, which is also called as a bast fiber. And these fibers, they are also having some economical importance. So it has been classified into two. One is the xylem or wood fiber. And the second one is phloem or bast fiber. phloem or bast fiber. So fibers are also of a two type here. Now, if we see that what are the uses for hemp, you all have heard about sun hemp, which is a kind of a fiber. Cotton is there. Jute. These all are what? These all are the flax also. These all are the different fibers, and they are really, they are having some economical importance, so they are very useful also. So this is the first one, student, that is fiber. Talking about the second one, which we call as sclerates. Sclerates are what? They are the small, rounded shape or spherical shaped, thick wall cell. Sclerates. Sclerates, which is also called as stone cells. These are rounded, short, thick, cell walled, cells. Second one, that basically these are common in, these are found in fruits and seeds, and also we will find in the seed coat. I am writing the third one here, student, in seed coat. Okay, so sclerates are also present at seed coat. This is what? This is the sclerate, student. So we have seen the role of parenchyma, we have seen the role of collenchyma, as well as also understood the sclerenchyma, what kind of a characteristic they have and what a kind of a features they have. It means what kind of a functions they have. Okay. Now this is what this is all about, the simple permanent tissues. Talking about the next one, and that is complex permanent tissues. Complex permanent tissues, they differ from the simple permanent tissue, because in case of a simple permanent tissues, all the different cells are actually same. They are they structurally as well as structure is same. But here in this case, they are different from each other. That's why this tissue will become a complex tissue. That is why we use a term, we use a name for it, that's complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissue. So next one is the complex permanent tissue. The name complex permanent tissue is given because I told you that here the cells are totally different from each other in the structure, and that is why it becomes complex. Okay. More than one type of a cells are present, that's why it is a complex permanent tissue. So I am writing here more than one type of cells. That's why it is a complex permanent tissue. Now this complex permanent tissue, it is also divided into two types, and that is xylem and phloem. Talking about the first one, student, that is xylem. If you see in case of a xylem, the role of the xylem is that it helps in carrying the water and minerals from the root to the different parts or to the leaves of the plant. So the most important function of the xylem is that vascular, it is that tissue, that conducting tissue which help in conducting the water and the mineral from the root to the leaves of the plant. Now here the xylem also, it is divided into four types, that will include xylem fibers, then sclerenchyma, in xylem sclerenchyma, then xylem tracheids, as well as vessels. Okay, xylem vessel. These are the four things which is a part of the xylem. So first we will start with the first thing of the xylem, that is tracheids. Trachees. What is there in the trachees? When you look at the structure of the trachea, student, let me draw the structure of trachees. So trachees are generally so we can write here, structure will be like this. So here So these trachees you will find, these are what? These are the long, elongated, non-living. These are elongated, non-living. Yes, there is no cytoplasm, there is no nucleus you will see in case of a xylem trachees. You will see it is an elongated structure. There is a division, and here you will find that the movement of the walls are there, students, in which sieve plates are present, and that will help in the movement of the water from the one trachees to the another trachees. So we can say here, that is, in this case it is having, there is a these are hollow cells. These are hollow cells and have tapering ends. Hollow cells and have tapering end. The walls are lignified. That is why they are dead. So they are rigid. The walls are rigid as well as the walls are lignified. The walls are rigid and lignified cell wall, and the mature tracheids. These mature tracheids, basically they are having a small aperture also, students, which we call as the pits. You will find that first of all you should know that how the movement occur in case of a plant with the help of a tracheids. So tracheids, they are having pits in it. There is a one trachea is joined to the other tracheids, and here pits are present, and these pits basically it used to carry the water from the one trachea to the another trachea. That is why it is said that the mature tracheids are there, gives consisting of pits. Mature tracheids have pits. Mature tracheids, they are having pits in them. Okay. The second one is, students, that is vessels. This is the tracheids. Now see the vessels. Tracheids and vessels. In case of a xylem vessel students, the kind of a structure that you will find it will be then okay. So here you will find that this is the pits and this is the vessel. So xylem vessel, these are the long elongated, these are long elongated broad cylindrical ends. Cylindrical end. Okay. They are having perforated ends. Means the ends are not connected to each other. So they are having the perforated ends. These are perforated ends. These all are having the perforated end. Then the next one, they are of a similar diameter throughout the length. When you check it, student, you will find that the diameter is similar at every length, every part of the length. So same diameter throughout the length. Same diameter throughout the length, and they are present at the higher organism of the plant, higher plants like in the angiosperms. So mainly these are found in the angiosperm. Vessels are found in the angiosperms. Found in angiosperms. They are arranged end to end. Arranged end to end, forming a column, forming a long, uninterrupted column. Again here also, in this vessels also the dead cell at maturity become dead. So these are dead cells. These are dead cells at maturity. With thick lignified cell wall. Lignified cell wall. These are thick and lignified cell wall. So vessels basically found in the angiosperms. They are the thick lignified cell wall. They are not connected, means there is no partition between them. The walls has been dissolved. There is no walls. They are like a hollow column through which the movement of the water can take place very easily. Okay. Here also consisting of a pit. So it possesses pits. Also consisting of a pits in it. So this is for student, this is the xylem vessel as well as xylem tracheates. There are two more things are there, which is called as xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. So let us see what is xylem fiber and xylem parenchyma. Xylem fibers, the structure is, that is, what you will find here, student, there are small pits are also present. This is the fiber, which is also called as a xylem fiber. Even in the fiber we have seen that they are what? They are having the tapering end. So the first thing we will write that these are also called as wood fiber. These are called as wood fiber. Sclerenchyma. You see, we have seen in sclerenchyma wood fiber, so obviously it is a sclerenchymatous tissue. Okay, so formed by dead sclerenchymatous cell. Formed by dead sclerenchymatous cells. Sclerenchymatous cells. Okay, long, narrow, lignified, with pointed ends. Lignified with pointed ends. Xylem fiber provide mechanical support. It provides mechanical so what you will find, student, you will find that these are what? These fibers are basically they are the having tapering ends, and they consisting of pits in it, and you see that lignified wall making it a dead cell and made up of a sclerenchymatous tissue. It means the same thing, that it is what? It is a dead cell which is consisting of a lignified walls, ligni on it. Tapering end is there, long pointed ends we can say, and also this will help in providing the mechanical strength mechanical support to the plants. Okay, so this is about the xylem fibers. Next one is the xylem parenchyma. Parenchymatous tissue, you know that it is what is a living one. So in case of a xylem parenchyma, it is also a living cell, students, which will which consisting of a prominent nucleus and the cytoplasm also. This and phloem we will going to discuss in the next class.